Are there any cousins? Oh, hey. There we go. I like him, okay. I think I played as him for most of my regular file, and I can show off the presents too. This is what presents do. They give you stuff. I will use the crown and the scarf because that's nice, right? It doesn't look ridiculous at all. There are some items that are specific to the not specific to the characters, but they'll change what they look like depending on the characters, which I think is pretty cool. And you can get abducted by a cloud and then shoot rain, and I thought you could shoot lightning, but I might be misremembering or something probably. So I guess the next level is, yeah, this tire one. Like Cool House, is that DLC? Alright, yeah, it lets you pick between these two now, I forgot. But this is a pretty interesting one. It's like the Hot House or whatever that actually was called, in the sense that you're not going just for size, but it's interesting and you can't really lose by rolling up the wrong thing like in that. You can lose by not rolling up enough of the right thing, but that's generally the case for all the levels. But I do think this is a pretty neat gimmick, and I like how the Katamari looks here too. Yeah. Get ring-shaped things. What? So upset by everything when I totally ignore his important lectures. Anyway, the way you could possibly screw up this one, oh wait, yeah, it's ranked on how many rings you can get by a certain size. So, you could potentially screw this up by just getting sizey things when you're small, and then you miss a bunch of rings, and you don't get so great scores, but that's not really a big concern unless you're going for 100% or 100 score, but still fairly easy. And there's Man Van, who is a ring-shaped character. I like him. I don't remember what he is actually. He's supposed to be a donut or a ghost or something, probably. Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't be rolling up so many salmon and stuff, because I mean, like a car, which adds naturally a lot of size to you, has 4 wheels just as much as a toy car, or a skateboard, for instance, which has not quite as many sizes. And I'm pretty sure you're ranked on rings, not size or speed. So, lots of things to keep in mind. This is one of the more thought-provoking levels, not so much as like find a good strategy to roll up as much as you possibly can. Ow. And yeah, toilet paper rolls give you like 16 rings, or maybe 0 rings, I don't remember anymore. But I'm already doing pretty okay. I think 1,000 or so is about average or something. I don't even know. But these kitty cars certainly have wheels, as do these skateboards, which I totally knocked away. I guess the barbells count. Yeah, the people don't have so many rings in them, which would imply I should probably stop rolling them all up, but you know what they say, the less the merrier. That's what they say, right? Yeah, it's just rolling up random orchestras is a good strategy here, right? Am I big enough? No, not yet. Shopping carts have a bunch of rings. Suitcases have a couple, I believe, because they're rolly suitcases. I can go get the rings I missed here before they are gone, and there are a bunch of floating rings for the dolphins to go through, that you can steal. Although those aren't really the most efficient rings compared to like the bicycles, I guess. I don't know, maybe they are. I don't know what their size is related to each other. But now we can go up into the city and start rolling up things more like cars and piles of tires, which give you like 8 rings each. I don't know. Good amount of rings. These cannons have wheels on them, obviously. Samurai armor is effectively worthless. I probably shouldn't have grabbed it. Although there's probably a lot of stuff I shouldn't have grabbed if I was going for good score instead of good playing through the game at the bare minimum I needed to. Okay, I can get these kitty cars or whatever, ATV 4-wheeler. I'm not exactly sure what these are even supposed to be. Yeah, once you can start getting the cars, you get a bunch of rings again. There is this point here where you don't get so many. But I don't even remember if there's an exact requirement. This might just be like a fun of it level that doesn't have any requirements that you need to do. I mean, the point of this game is pretty much to have fun and challenge yourself. Oh look, it's Vault Boy. Scarecrow, Garden Plant M. These are not very wheelie things. There are RVs, but I'm not probably big enough to roll them up. I am probably big enough to go back and get some cars. Let's check that out. Not that one, but there's a smallish car. ATV. Whoops. Racing car I can get. There we go, now I'm sort of big enough, I guess. It's annoying when you knock stuff out of the way. No, right, there was the tire man who's pretty good. Worth a decent amount of tires. Okay, can I roll up this traffic yet? Not quite. Some of it maybe, not really. I have about 2 minutes left. Oh, another tire guy. That was helpful. Yeah, I think I'm starting to get around par. I'm not sure what par even is, but I'm probably close to it. Or not. Oh yeah, car holding truck is a good source of wheels, because it's a... Oh, I want you, tire golem. There we go. And now we can finally start rolling some of the cars up. And by some of the cars, I mean the few that I didn't already roll up, I guess. I think at one point one of those hang gliders, which you might have seen back there, has a present attached to it. I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember too much for sure in this game. It sort of blends together, if you can imagine how that would happen. I mean, it's a very distinctive game in its own right, but it's not exactly the best at having varied levels, and I think that's actually one of the main complaints I've heard about this one over, like, Katamari Damacy or We Love Katamari, which I can see would be a bit disappointing if you like the original. I mean, I don't even know, I haven't really done too much regarding the original, I haven't watched any videos of it or anything. There's this pile of bicycles, which should be helpful, and it has a trolley on the back of it. Lots of weird circus things, some of which have rings in them, I assume. Maybe not so much. Those giant tires that I thought were mostly decoration actually are roll-upable and count as a ring, I believe. I'm not sure. That's sort of funny. Yeah, there's a lot of cars piled up in here, which I don't think I actually knew before this, and this game is not the best at not being glitchy most of the time. See, I don't think I can get up to 15,000, but 1460 is not too shabby. Oh, there we go. And by 15,000 I mean 1,500. Looks like I might have got something interesting on the end too, except maybe I didn't, and I just sort of was being optimistic. Yes, I'm sort of tired. I should probably end it around here. Press 9 for weasels. What? That's pretty great saying. 83 points, not bad, not bad. More wheels than anything else. And Ban, yeah, he's a ghost apparently, as well as a donut. Well, either way, we have completed the first Rolling Saturn, Lonely Rolling Saturn, if you will. And with that, I am going to have to end this part. Seems like a reasonable part to end it at. In the next set of recordings, and probably next video, we'll go through Pool House. Not sure if I'll have time to go through any other levels completely there, but you know what to expect next. And I forgot that online versus battle existed. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you want, you can vote on which cousin I use next, but I'll probably stick as Odeon anyway. Smell you later.